time of your life. I wanna figure out what it takes to give you everything you desire. I wanna lay beneath the stars with you in the back of my truck. I guess that this is what they call love. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. I've been waiting on the sidelines, praying for the right time to let you know you're all I ever wanted and more. I wanna level out, order something and stay in.
Good morning, and a very happy Wednesday morning, you beautiful people. My name's Paul. I'm just a fat... Oh, hang on. Not allowed to say that anymore, I got done. I'm a cuddly Yorkshireman that drives this here truck. Somebody emailed me and told me off. Not allowed to call myself fat anymore. It's just a saying. Sorry if it offended you. It's, yeah, as I say, it's Wednesday morning. Time now is exactly 9 AM. I started at 2 AM, so I've been on duty for 7 hours already. Where did I start? I parked at Colsterworth last night, overnight. I went up to our yard at Thirsk to load, but the A168, got it right this week, the A168 is shut. The close diversion that I put on, which is only a couple of miles round trip, is only suitable for cars even. So yeah, what should have been a 15-minute trip took me just over half an hour. I ended up going all the way up to Conygarth, Leeming Bar, across the North Allerton and back down to Thirsk, back onto the A19 and back down the 19 to the 168 and into Dalton that way. So that delayed me quite considerably. Could have done without that this morning. Washed the truck, well, dropped the trailer, the empty, washed the truck, and then picked up the load that's behind me. I've got raw steel on. They call it black steel. It's going to the galvanisers at Worksop, which is where we're heading right now. And the galvanisers call it black steel when it's been, because it's unprocessed. Once it's been processed, they then call it silver steel. Makes sense, doesn't it? Don't know why they call it black and not brown, because it's rusty, so it's brown. Don't know, but that's what they call it. Black steel. So that's what we've got on. We're going to get over to the Worksop Galv now, drop the trailer, sign the paperwork off, I'll get them to sign it off, and then we're pulling out solo. And then, this is a bonkers run, but it's what he's asked me to do. I'm running solo to our yard at Rugby, so I'm running south about an hour and a half, picking up an empty trailer, and then going about 3 hours north, going back to Thirsk. And as it stands right now, I'm doing a Luton. Going to Luton, Lidl's at Luton. We did it last week, I think. No, I didn't take you with me. I did it on Tuesday last week. I did it on Monday this week as well, to be fair. Yeah, it's bonkers that I'm running all the way down there, but we've got so many empty trailers in the Rugby yard and none in the Thirsk yard, so they're just trying to get them back up to Thirsk. We do occasionally have one of the Hiab lads goes into Rugby with a Hiab truck, and he'll pick the trailer up, put it on top of another one, stack them, and run them back. But we just haven't got anybody in the area to do it, so I can't take two. So that's where we're at the moment. So empty mileage today, considerable amounts of empty mileage today, because I won't get far from Thirsk as it stands right now. Look at this queue. I might not come back this way. I've got 5.5 hours of driving time left for my day. Well, that's on a 10-hour drive, so I've done 4.5 hours driving already. You'll see on the time lapse I pulled out of Fairbridge Services, so I cleared my card in there. I had a 45. I needed a 15-minute break but they are duty time break, so it would have only left me another 20 minutes or so, so I just took a full 45. At breakfast, crunchy nut cornflakes. I nosy about on Instagram, and I nosy about on eBay, looking at lighting for the cam, as in camera lighting. So what we've got for you this week, we're going to have a chat about electric cars. Electric cars, we're going to have a chat about them. Totally untrucking, but hey ho. My mate's come up with a couple of good valid points about electric cars when you buy them new. I think they're quite amusing. So electric cars, we're going to have a chat about polishing. We might even talk about doing a bit of cooking. Not a lot. Lunatic woman running in this weather. I've got a nice piece of steak in my fridge. I might cook that tonight. Show you how I cook my steak. It's not really difficult. A bit of fry light. Warm it up. Chuck it on. Warm it up. Turn it over. Warm it up. Turn it over a bit more. Warm it up a bit more. Turn it back over. Do that 3 or 4 times and serve it. Chopped on. It's really not difficult. What else have we got to talk about? Oh, I had something else to talk about. It was quite good as well. Can't think what it was. How annoying. Don't know. Definitely going to be talking about truck shows. Yeah, I'm going to try and do my best to do some polishing with you guys. You keep asking for it, I will get round to it. The weather's not the best for the rest of the week, so today might be kind of the last chance this week to get any proper polishing done. So I might get some done. Something else that Gary, is he Gary Walker? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Gary Walker, I'm sure it is. Gary Walker from Crew. He keeps asking me when I'm going to do some more welding. Those of you new to the channel, I do have an alternative channel called The Backyard Welder. I don't post, I haven't posted for ages on there. But there's a little bit of a back catalogue on there, a few bits and pieces that I've made. And I do occasionally get in a workshop and stick pieces of metal together. And I have posted a couple of little videos as part of my vlogs. So Gary keeps asking when I'm going to get back in the shed and do some more. Pardon me. Quite frankly, Gary, I haven't got a clue. I'm doing so many hours at work at the moment. It's just bonkers. It's just bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I'm exhausted, I'm shattered on the weekend. Last thing I want to do is go do a full day in a workshop. And once I get in there, I never stop. So what turns out to be an hour's worth of work will be a full day. I should stop and let that lady go. What an ungentlemanly thing to do. Ah well. Yeah, I just get carried away. I don't eat all day, I don't drink all day. I just get stuck into it, I never stop. I'll end up getting a knock on the door and the wife will be stood there with a plate of sandwiches and a cup of tea or a glass of juice or something for me. That's the only way I'd eat. So yeah, I will get in there, mate. I will get in there and do something. Let me have a look. We have been into Workshop Gal for you guys several times before. Don't think I've come in this way before though. Yeah, you just keep pushing your way through, mate. You could have just waited. Wouldn't have hurt just to hold back. There's just so many impatient people around the world. Generally, if I've got an extended load on, which this isn't, it's just a normal, well, it's a trombone trailer but it's closed, it's a 45-foot length. Generally I wouldn't come this way with an extended load, just because of this next turn. It's a bit, it's not tight, you could do it, but it's much easier coming in the other way through the roundabouts. But this way it's quicker. Out. I have been in this way before because I've said exactly what I'm about to say. If I don't let the Audi out, his bonnet is exactly where my trailer wants to be, and I remember saying that on the last time I videoed it. And what a beautiful day! What a beautiful day. Got the sun back. It's about right, innit? If you watched last week's video where I was going through Whitby and it was absolutely oofing it down. Hey ho. Mole country, so I keep meaning to go in there and find myself some nice waterproof jacket and some waterproof trousers. If you don't know, it's more of a, it's like a, I suppose it's a farmer's kind of builder's merchants, if you like. Guess you could call it that, maybe, I suppose. Bum 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 bum! And we're here. So, ladies and gents, I will catch you in a bit. I'll catch you soon, guys. Bye for now.
I believe that it's rare. Only badass people do that. When the first rays of the sun hit the fresh green leaves, and a rabbit not many weeks old eats some greens and shows some trust to a perfect stranger, then I wanna feel and see more. that things don't last. I'm going home, but I don't know the way. If I'm lucky, I'll live halfway. If I'm unlucky, I only have today. What kind of weird plan is this? Needs to be shown, there's nowhere to be known. In the desert lands of the Western Kingdom leaves me cold. Gone is the old, long live the old, and I'll never do what I'm told to, unless the voice comes from within, combined with a notion of begin. The inner room is cold and I'm dead and numb, deaf and blind. Oh, it's been too long since I heard life's true song. A worry for my soul. Golden days, so many ways. Lost my way. One's enough.
Hi guys, we're back. Yeah, you should have seen me unchained. Ooh, nice car. It'll be a replica. Look at that. AC Cobra. It'll be say highly unlikely it's a genuine one, but still very nice replica. Whatever, still beautiful. Yeah, you should have just seen me dropping that load. Yeah, that's a storage yard they've got just over the road from there. I think I've mentioned it before in previous vlogs, and you'll have seen me putting the pin lock on. You will also notice I only took 4 chains off. Now one of them was wedged, I couldn't get it out. I put the chains on, then I put the pins in, and one of the pins, what I needed to do was take the pin out, bring the ratchet arm out and put the pin back in. The pin was wedged, so I couldn't do that. Let's get some air conditioning on because it's flipping hot in here. Oh, better. Right, so yeah, let's see me dropping a trailer and pulling out. And a little bit of, is she going? Yes, she is. And a little bit of rear cab mount camera. Running solo. Don't think I've ever done that before. I think that should come out quite nice. Quite nice indeed, eh? Day. Look out. There he is. Good lad. I see there are some nice people in this world. Not many of them. This is workshop. One lady doing a very fine job there, chopping that big bush down. Should be a council job because it's encroaching on the path. So yeah, you see me take 4 chains off, pack them away. Those trays that we've got are brilliant, brilliant little invention. At some point I'll show you how to tie up a chain for storing. You make like a cross and tie it up. And, yeah. Rather than just bundle it in a big ball, you tie it in a cross. I will show you at some point. Quite good. I might show you later on today how to use the ratchets as well, because a lot of people have been asking about how to use the Warwicks. And I don't think anybody in the vlogs has actually shown it before. You know, the likes of the Legends and the likes of. I don't think they have. Maybe they have. I've never seen it. So that could be interesting, but that's later today. We're currently now, we're solo, obviously, because you've seen the rear camera. And we're heading up to Rugby, or down to Rugby, to grab a trailer, and then back up to Thirsk. I might be spending the night in Thirsk by the time I get there, I think. I don't think the load will be ready, so I might end up in Thirsk overnight. So we'll do some polishing. While I was filling up then, obviously, you lock the pump open so it fills itself. While I was doing that, I had a quick flick round with the embellish and clean the wheels. I haven't cleaned into all the pepper pots, all the holes though. I just cleaned the faces, just make them look pretty. So that's for plan tonight, is to clean them properly, clean the pepper pots and repaint the lettering and dress the tyres. And that's the wife. Answer it. Hello.
Hello.
You are live on video. Do not swear.
Who is?
You is. I'm recording. Just bear with me. Stay there 1 second. I'll get back to you soon.
Alright.
Bye for now. Just a quick one, guys. If you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy what you see, and you enjoy this fat, cuddly, can't say fat, if you enjoy this cuddly Yorkshireman who's driving his truck, you can help the channel out by 3 different ways. First one is totally free, costs you nothing. There's a side to it as well. It's totally free and costs you guys nought, and that is to subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified every time we upload. And a side to that one is give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you suits your preference. If you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. If you've not enjoyed it, give us a thumbs down. Have the comments courtesy to send me a message, whether it be a comment on here or an email or a DM through Instagram. Just let me know what I'm doing wrong, and I'll see what I can do about doing it right. Can't please everybody though. Right, second and third way you can help out. Now, what I will say, no obligation to help, no obligation to do this, none whatsoever. My content will always be free. This is a total voluntary thing. I won't hold it against you if you don't. Here it goes. First one is buy me a coffee. That literally is, as it says, it's a donation site. Your PayPal to my PayPal. Donate how many coffees you want. It's entirely your choice, entirely up to you. And it'll tip up in my PayPal account, and I can then use my PayPal to buy equipment, which is all this money is doing, buying equipment. So that's a nice and easy one. That costs you whatever you donate, it doesn't cost you anything else. For every £5 donated, which is the price of a coffee, expensive coffee, mate, £4.30 gets deposited into my PayPal account. And the last way, the third way, is the Amazon wish list I set up. You click on the link in the description and you will be taken to an Amazon wish list. On there are various items to do with the channel, to do with the drone, to do with camera equipment. Some of them are fairly cheap, some of them are quite expensive, some are mediocre. If you want to help out, you can buy that item. Click on the buy it now, or whatever it is, buy now, whatever. Click on the button to buy it. It'll take you through the process. You make the payment. It'll automatically input my address, which is kept private for obvious reasons. There are 1 or 2 lunatics out there, and then that will be delivered to my door, and I will be eternally grateful to you. Make sure you put a note in there to know, so I know who it's from. So that's 3 ways. There's 3 ways you can help out. Subscribe, notification bell, like, freebies. We all like freebies. Wish list and buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee and a wish list. Links will be in the description. Thanks, guys. Take care. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Well, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting a call off the good lady. She's just been out for a run. I did call her earlier on, actually. I wanted to ask her something. So, yeah, it shouldn't be unexpected that she called me back, should it? Because she's a good girl and she rings me back. So, yeah, we've been on the phone to her for a good, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So we're going to carry on back down to rugby. I forgot where I was. I forgot what I was telling you. I ain't got a clue. She completely baffled me. And I don't know if you noticed, when she was on the phone, it was trying to ring again. and that was Phil B. So I'll finish for you guys and I'll call him back and see what he wanted. But I know what he wanted. Shoot the shit. Talk crap. Whinge, bitch and moan that he's not in his motor because his motor's in for MOT. He's in some piece of crap this week, well for 2 days, today and tomorrow. It's a day-night truck and it's been quite used and abused by the sounds of it. So he's not an happy bunny, and I totally appreciate that. Totally appreciate that. It's not nice moving out your own truck into somebody else's mess. We're talking about Phil B. I mentioned him quite a few times in videos and vlogs, etc. If you fancy meeting Phil, head on down. Sound like country. Head on down. I'm with Stetson on, shouldn't I? Head on down to Three County Showground weekend, or next weekend if you're watching this on the Sunday I release. So it's next weekend. It's something like 2nd and 3rd, 3rd and 4th, something like that. July. So it's next weekend. Malvern Truck Fest. On what is it? Is it West Midlands? Do they call it? West Midlands Truck Fest, whatever. Malvern. There's Phil, myself, and another one of our show lads, Mark Boyd. We're going down there for the weekend. We should be down there on Friday night. We're parking up with Daz the Trucker and HGV Craig. They both drive for Andy Lee's. So I spoke to Dazza and we're going to park up as a fivesome. Should be a cracking weekend. So pop down if you're there. Come and make sure you come and say hello. I'll have a WS flag up in the air. Oh, best remember to pick that up. Flagpole. Best remember to pick it up. Yeah, I'll have WS flag up, and obviously there'll be the 3 WS trucks. And you'll probably find me with my legs hanging out from underneath the truck somewhere. I'll be underneath, like I said, polishing. We're going to use this week's show, this show as a get ready show, really. So we're going to spend a lot of time polishing, getting the trucks absolutely bang on, ready for what's the next one? Oh, Northeast Truck Fest Northeast, which is towards the end of the month. And then the weekend after that one is Edinburgh. God, I'm so looking forward to Edinburgh. So looking forward to Edinburgh. It's going to be a brilliant show. It'll be great to get up north and meet some people I've seen on the internet. For example, as a TikToker, I've got to see a chap by the name of Sandy. He's owner operator, and his TikTok channel is Flat Out Flat Broke Sandy. Oosh! If you know Andy, if you know Sandy, you know his channel, you know exactly what that is. Well, maybe not quite that, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I've got to meet him. I've got to go say hello. I have messaged him a couple of times on DM, on Instagram. Well, Instagram at WITTERINGTRUCKER. I have messaged him a couple of times, trying to get him on the live chats, but he's a very popular man, and he's either ignoring it or just not answering me back. So I'm going to grip him by the throat or by his beard. And say, "Oi, Scottish gate!" No, I won't do that. But yeah, I'd like to get him on the chat show that I do. Chat shows are postponed now until after truck season. I've just got too much on my plate. But we're speaking to the other week. Oh, editor for Truck and Driver magazine, a guy called Dougie Rankin. I've been messaging with him or emailing with him, and he's well up for coming on. So, editor of Truck and Driver, he's coming along to say hello as and when we do the next live chat show, which will be pretty cool. It'll be interesting to get his story, find out his story and how he became the editor and all that good stuff, where he started. So, plan now, rugby, grab a trailer, about turn. I'll tell you what I am going to do while I'm at rugby. 2 things. Find some cardboard. Number 2, clean my 5th wheel. I'm going to scrape my 5th wheel. So I need a piece of cardboard for that too. I will film scraping the 5th wheel because it's a minging, disgusting, horrible job, but it needs to be done. It doesn't need to be done, but I want it done. Yeah, but I want some cardboard because I want to make a template. I want to make some seat base wraps, some illuminated seat base wraps. That's my plan for this weekend. Don't know if it'll happen. Run out of time. But that's the plan. Mr. Cleaner to my left is letting it run down a hill. So I'll keep going. Because I'm faster than him. See? I'm taking him. Oh, what else then? I know what it was. Shell Go app. I knew there was something else I wanted to talk to you about the other stuff, apart from the other stuff. And then I'll leave you alone, because I'm waffling, wittering, going on and on and on. Shell Go. If you're a truck driver and you use a Shell fuel card, if you don't already do so, make sure you download and use the Shell Go Plus app. It's basically, it's a loyalty thing. Need to crack my neck. It won't crack. That's going to ache all day now. Yeah, it's a loyalty thing, but you paid vouchers every 10th visit, so it's not on how much you spend. It's, well, it does. It kind of works on that, but it's every visit. So if you stop for fuel, it marks as a visit, but obviously there's a monetary value on that visit. So if you stop for fuel 10 times through the week or fortnight, at the end of your 10th visit, they look at how much fuel you've put in, how much you've spent, and then they give you a voucher. I don't know how it's worked out, I don't know. But I know people that do it with their cars and the vans, and they're getting £3 and £4. HGVs get around a tenner. But it's free fuel. So you're full if you don't. So if you've got a Shell fuel card, you know, Shell account card, make sure you get the Shell Go Plus app and use it every time you fill up. Don't use it for sandwiches or anything like that, just use it for fueling up. Let your fuel drop. I just filled up on 22% there, got a really good fuel, and I did the same all the last 10 up to my last vouchers, and I got 2 vouchers. I got a surprise voucher, which they do occasionally, of £9 something, and then after a 10th visit I got £13.60 I think it was. So bung some in the wife's car, because you're going to use one at a time. So bung some fuel in the wife's car. In fact, we filled the wife's car up using a £13 something. So I think we put about 56 quid worth of fuel in a car, and then we used a £13 voucher, so she got near a full tank of fuel for 40 quid. She's got a BMW X1, so it's a decent sized fuel tank. Whereas I've got the little Mini. I use the, is that a £7 or £9? I can't remember. I think it was £9. I had not a lot left in mine. It wasn't quite on the red light, but it weren't far away. And I put 25 quid in it, and it cost me 14 quid, something like that. 13, 14 quid. Bargain. Yeah, foolish if you don't use them, guys. I keep calling it a Sky Go Plus app, but it's not. It's a Shell Plus Go. Shell Go. I'll stick a photo thing on the screen. If I can remember, I'll put it in the link in the description as well. But yeah, make sure you register and get your card. You get the app, you get a barcode, you can send off to get a physical card and a key fob barcode. They're all linked together, all linked to the same account. So my wife has the key fob on her car keys. I have the credit card style one in my wallet, and then obviously I've got it on my phone as well. That's it. I'll leave you to it. So I'm going to enter rugby. I'll get back to you when we're in rugby and I'm scraping my 5th wheel. Sounds like good fun, doesn't it? It's not. It's horrible, it's minging. I'm going to have 10-15 minutes doing that. And I will catch up with you guys while we're doing that. So I'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys. Hi guys, how are we doing? Right, obviously we're back on the road and we're Thirsk bound. 2 hours and 38 minutes away, a total of 140 miles. That'll get us there 3:30ish. I have a total of 3 hours and 30 minutes. Now is that drive time or is that duty time? 1 o'clock, that'll be drive time. So another 10-hour drive today for not a lot of work. Anyway, as I'm told, I've got a brand new trailer behind me where it's nearly new. It's only a couple of months old. So the unit, the whole setup looks pretty damn decent. So Thirsk bound. I just said that, didn't I? You should have just seen on a time-lapse video kind of ish thing with a bit of music in background. Just scraping a fifth wheel. It's a very simple process. I have an old paper scraper that I keep in the truck, in the side locker. Just get a box, piece of cardboard, anything. Rubber gloves, gotta have rubber gloves on, latex gloves. They're nitrile gloves that I wear. Cheap, nasty things from B&M, they're horrible, but rubber gloves, nitrile gloves, decent ones, are really hard to get hold at the moment without spending a fortune. They used to be about £8 a box, and because everybody's wearing gloves through COVID and all that malarkey, you're talking nearly £20 a box now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I'll make do. And then literally all you do is just square up where the fifth wheel grease is squeezed off the edge of the fifth wheel. This is if you're really picky, and obviously if you go into a show it's nice to have it all presented nicely, and that's why I do it, because I like it to be presented nicely, not necessarily because of shows. And we're waffling again. But no, you just square it all off, you just scrape it so it's nice and square, clean off as much of the crap as you can, take one scoop into the box, another scoop into the box, piece of card, whatever, and then get an old microfiber. I was using, in that bit there, I was using 50-50 mix of pink and fast wax, both chrome products, 10% off if you use the code WT10, big at the bottom. Shameless plug. Yeah, it's a 50-50 mix of the two. I normally use that on plastics, and I wouldn't normally use it for that job because it was only a quick nasty scrape and just get on with it. It'd do the job just to remove all the surplus grease. But I'd normally use Chrome Northwest, what used to be rubber gel, and they now call it trim gel. Woo! Pardon me. It's a plastics dressing that gives it a nice sheen. Hiccups, man. But I just found I just happened to have a cloth a few years ago now that was impregnated with all this rubber gel, because I've been doing all the arches and that, and I spotted some fifth wheel grease on the chassis, and normally it's a pain in the butt to get off, and it just wipes it with this cloth and it just comes straight off. I'm like, ooh. Tried it, brilliant. Trim gel, Chrome Northwest trim gel. That's my go-to product for cleaning the fifth wheel grease. But as I said, I have got some. I just couldn't bother to dig it out of the box, so I just used the 50-50 mix. Give it a quick clean up. I didn't do inside the jaws. I will do all inside the jaws. Come and see me at Malvern, and all inside the jaws will be done. Flip the fifth wheel up, you'll see all underneath will be clean, spotless, lovely. It'll get cleaned out like that, and then it'll get probably embellished. I don't think I'll wax it this year. Don't know, I might do. We'll see how we get on for time. So yeah, just dressing the fifth wheel. It's just nice. It just looks nice and tidy. When you're running down the road solo, it just looks bobtail, deadheading, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. One lad got a load of grief on TikTok because he called it running bobtail.
It's an Americanism, that. Americans call it that. We're not American, it's running solo.
I don't give a crap what it's called. Deadhead is when you're running empty somewhere to load. Running it deadhead. So it's either bobtailing or running solo. I don't care. Whatever. When you ain't got a trailer on the back, it looks nice. To have your fifth wheel all dressed and clean, it just looks nice. Right. Electric cars. Now, I appreciate we've got to look after the planet and all that stuff. I do appreciate that. But there's got to be a practical point where we say, it ain't gonna work. Not yet. It's not gonna work. And when I say it is not gonna work, electric vehicles. Now, hybrids, an engine, batteries, self-charging, I think it's a brilliant idea. You can increase the fuel economy in a normal internal combustion engine, whether it be diesel, petrol, paraffin, poop powered, I don't care. Any internal combustion, any blow-up engine, any suck, bang, blow, swallow thing, engine, I don't care what you call it. But if you can increase the fuel economy in any of those engines, it's a bonus. By sticking a load of batteries in the back, running it around town on batteries, and then when the batteries get low, the engine kicks in and charges the batteries. Brilliant concept, brilliant idea. I think it's very, very good. However, when we come to these all-electric vehicles, the infrastructure throughout the world is not in place yet. It's not going to be in place for a long time. Just one example for you. How the hell am I supposed to charge it at home? Me, personally. And probably millions of other people are in the same boat as me. They park the car on the street. I don't have a driveway. Where am I supposed to put my charging point? Where am I supposed to put it? What am I supposed to do? Run a power cable across the path into the garden? I have a front garden, don't get it wrong. We have a front garden, then the house. So I could put a charging point on the house. And then what I've got to do, run a flipping power cable, I must swallow, run a power cable across the footpath, hang it from sky hooks. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to charge my car? Can't get the car on a drive. Trust me, we've tried. We've got the tape measure out to see if it'd fit. Couldn't even get the Mini on there. So how am I supposed to charge my car? And I know for a fact there's millions. My mate Carl, who does the shows with us, he parks on the street. How's he supposed to charge his car? Speaking, you know, answer the comments. How are we supposed to do it? I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. So just that one point alone, how are we supposed to do it? How are we supposed to go all electric when we haven't got the infrastructure in place to do it? It's just not a possibility. It's not a possibility. It just isn't. Jeez, man, I'm sounding like frigging Tom from Except for Access. Stop it. Yeah, ran over. On the subject of electric cars, myself and Phil were having a chat yesterday. Come up with two things. You know when you buy something electric battery powered, you know, like a torch or a remote control for your telly or something like that. On the battery compartment, it has a little plastic tab. And if you buy a brand new car, do you get the pleasure of pulling that plastic tab out to make it work? That's stupid. I'm not naive enough to think that yeah, they're going to do. Anyway, next one is dealerships have actually kicked you in the nuts, haven't they, really? Because, like, old school, when you used to be able to barter for stuff, you used to, like, I really want it, but it's just not quite right there price-wise. Tell you what, full tank of fuel. Put me a full tank of fuel in it, I'll have it. Deal, says the salesman. It's going to cost him 50 quid, innit? And he's probably siphoned it off from the cars around back anyway, so it's not cost him anything. But yeah, deal. Full tank of fuel. So when these second-hand cars come up for sale, do we get a full tank of battery power? You know? Are they going to charge it? Fully charge it? It's not exactly the same, is it? What's it going to cost them? 20 minutes? A couple of quid? Tell you what, mate, I'll have it if it's got a full battery. Give me a full battery charge, I'll have it. It's not got the same ring, has it? Again, I'm not stupid. It's a joke. Wait for it was hilarious. I'm sure you might. There's one or two of you might think it's funny if you've got the same warp sense of humour. Humour? Flip on that. Anyway, right. Oh gosh. And I've just realised I've got a hole in my jeans. My trousers. I've ripped my trousers somehow. Well, I haven't ripped them, they're worn out. So I've just rung the wife and upset her. I need some new trousers before the weekend. Anywho, right, we're going to head up to Dalton. I will be there for the night because I won't have no driving time. Well, what will I have left? I'll have about 40 minutes of driving time left, so I ain't going nowhere tonight. I'm going to park in Dalton overnight and I will do a bit of polishing. And that's where I'll see you guys later. I'll leave you for now and I'll see you tonight. Take care, guys. Bye for now.